Coolers are boring, but this is the coolest cooler I've ever seen. Let's check out this 21 quart model from BougeRV. What makes this cooler so cool is you can actually power it with 110, 12 volt, or use a battery to keep this thing cool for 16 plus hours, depending on your temperature and conditions around you. So let's see what it comes with here. The latch tilts back at the top, out at the bottom. You're able to lift, reach right in, and pull out the amazing box of connectors. And let's be honest, there is not much else in there. It is a cooler after all. Now, this 21 quart model does include a big cavity for drinks and a smaller cavity. Think if you've got lunch meats and cheeses, they'll fit right here, real nice. Or things you don't want to get crushed, like fruit or whatever. And inside the box, you've got the power supplies for both 110 and 12 volt. We're going to put those right there. You've got the instruction manual from the battery. Oh, by the way, this is one of the ones that comes with the battery, which is going to be really sweet. And you've got the user manual for the cooler itself. Never thought you'd need a user manual with a cooler, but you've got one. It also has an app that you can download and control from your phone to be able to make this thing do all sorts of fun things. If you get the one with the battery, which I highly recommend because that makes it a lot more useful, it's got some specific instructions on the battery itself to wake it up from sleep mode. Follow those instructions. You'll have a battery with a long, happy, healthy life. So I'm going to read these and get back to you in a second. All right, you're watching me do this live. I've got the battery all ready to rock. The instructions are right here. The AC outlet is plugged into the wall over there. The instructions say to put the battery in, and then it says to connect the AC adapter. So we're going to do that right here. Everything's chirping and coming to life. And I'm going to have to do this and show you. The battery indicator is now charging. So that is awesome. So as much as I have the user manual, let's just start pushing buttons because that's fun. This is adjustable from -4 degrees F to about 68 F. I don't know about you, but I want my drink somewhere around liquid ice. You know, give me 32, 33, 34 degrees. So let's power this guy on. Right there. Tells me the temperature of what's going on, and we're able to diddle this guy around. Right now it was set at -4 F, which is a little cold. My sodas are going to be so cold, they're not going to be sodas. They're going to be popsicles. So let's just put it to 33, and let's see what happens. This thing is only rated to make like 45 decibels of noise. That's pretty quiet. Now, let's talk about the app real quick. You're able to see, once you log in, you're able to do all sorts of things. You're able to add your device and handle the location information, do all those things. Let me get that squared up and I'll be right back. All right, this is pretty cool. I've got my phone, I've got the app all set up. I'm able to see the temperature I set it at, which was 33 degrees, and I can see that the temperature, which started at 71, is dropping. It's now saying 66. You're able to see things like wattage going in, battery usage. If you've got a solar input or a Type-C input, you're able to do that. You can even turn the thing on and off right there. So you've got eco mode and max. You know something? Max. It chirped. Wow, look at that. Well, that's cool. So this thing's going to take off and start getting cold. All right, I got this plugged in over here. Let's hit the power button here. 1, 2, 3, long press. And then we're going to dial the temperature down to liquid ice. Let's go 34 because that sounds reasonable. And then in about 3 seconds or so, it'll click. And you can hear it take off. That thing is dead quiet. Here, let me put the microphone like right up next to it. It is very quiet. Gonna come back in a while and see how that does. All right, look at that number. I set it at 34, it's now at 34. And it's only been, what, maybe an hour? Just for funsies, I'm gonna reach in here and yes, it is in fact cold to the touch. It's all those things. So we're gonna close the lid. I think it's time to move the plugs, get this off my workbench, and go load it up with stuff to get ready to go. All right, location change. I got it loaded up with waters and sports drinks for later. I got it plugged in here with my other freezer. No sense running the battery down now. So we're just gonna let this thing sit, get everything nice and cold. It'll be ready when we are. Being able to run this thing off of a 12-volt outlet in the back of my Yukon is really sweet because this thing goes everywhere. I just plugged it in, so it's going to take a few minutes to get cold. It's now in the back of the Yukon. The umbilical cord, the power cord, is off. It is still running. We are currently on battery mode. I'm giving it max because why the heck not? I'm not going to be gone that long. And we can see the battery meter right there is still showing full. So let's have some adventuring fun. Coming back into this, I'm 3-4 hours into this journey now. This has been running on battery pack, restocking drinks, fill up the backpack with stuff. Still rocking 34 degrees and the battery percentage hasn't moved. This thing is working. Back home after being out all day, figure about 6 hours or so. Let's check on the battery of the cooler. It's showing 4 of 5 bars. Keep in mind, we've been running at max. We're not treating it nice here. I want my stuff cold, and cold is what I'm getting. And really that means, okay, let's figure 4 times longer than what I've got. I think I saw somewhere this could be good for as long as 21 hours on battery life. That's really doing pretty good. I mean, that's as long as, most 21 quart coolers are ever going to be out, right? So this has been absolutely awesome to have in the back of the Yukon, to be able to just have it cold, and I don't have to mess with bags of ice. Could bags of ice potentially last longer? Yeah, but this is convenient because when I'm done, I take the stuff out, I turn it off, I open the lid, and it's done. So charge the battery back up, and plus this may also become kind of like a garage fridge, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, the 2 drawbacks that I have found to this one is that I've got a family of 6. I got 4 kids. 21 quarts, I really could use a little bit bigger cooler because we nearly drained everything that was in here. Everything I brought to drink got drained. The only other thing is because this has all of that refrigeration hardware and stuff in it, it's heavy. But to have a cooler that just comes and sits in the back of the vehicle, or you take it somewhere, I mean, realistically, it's not like your carton coolers back and forth that often. If it's got wheels, you roll it somewhere, you set it there. In this case, you put it back here, it does the things, and that's what it is. So the weight is really only an issue for about 2 minutes while you move it. But no, I really enjoy this thing. I'm going to use the heck out of it myself. So that's my 2 cents on this thing.